Hello friends for the vinyl community. This is part two. This is records that I got from the Houston area on my last trip. This particular place was really good. This was called Vinyl Heaven. It's actually south of Pasadena in a place called Dickinson and pretty close to League City. It's on the way to Galveston. So big stack of records I'd like to share with you. Got new wave, synth-pop, electro. I got Italo-disco. It's a lot of good stuff all rolled up into one. So haven't really listened to these records yet on my system. I actually had an opportunity to listen to it over there. The owner's very nice. She said you can listen to your records before you leave. So of course I was there for a little while and make sure that some of the records weren't quite so warped. Maybe didn't have those snap, crackle, pop that we don't like. You know, being a collector, we try to get the best music possible. Sometimes it's not always near mint condition is not always there. Sometimes we got to do VG plus and you know, a little bit scratches here and there, but sometimes, you know, for the price and for the availability and sometimes the rarity of these records are hard to come by. So without further ado, here we go with the first one. Here we go with Living on Video on Trans X. Came out in '83. I had a decision to make. There was actually 3 different records from 3 different labels and jackets for this particular song. I went ahead and I chose this one because I really love the artwork on the cover. You can see the headphones going over the middle right there with the trumpet and some other musical instruments on there. I thought it was really cool. This is actually a Canadian pressing. The other ones I think was a German pressing and Italian pressing. But I went after this one because the jacket was very good. And actually the record, the vinyl, was pretty close to near mint condition, if not closer. So Illusion Records out of Canada, Living on Video. Really good song by Trans X. Next one is, this is actually one I used to have. I think it's Welcome to the Metrodome, maybe it was on. This is more EBM music. This is called Tanzan by Tragic Error. This is the remix. This is actually from Belgium. Right there, it has Brussels on there. This might be also considered some new beat, so maybe like new beat EBM music. So really good thumping song, very unique. I never had it on any of my other 12-inch singles. Just had it like on a CD. So here we go. I was very surprised to pick that one up. Another surprise in the more of the EBM, industrial, kind of electro, and a DJ friend of mine had this record in his collection. And I've seen it on eBay, I've seen it on Discogs. It only had like one in the States, and it was pretty high in price. So I was very surprised and went to the last bin in Vinyl Heaven, and I picked up this one. As soon as I seen this symbol right here, I knew it was in sotto voce. This is part 2. This is it's all black, and it's out of, let's see, Antler Records. That's out of Belgium. So there you go with Antler Records. I think it came out, I'm gonna say 88, 89. This one came out. So very good to have this one in my collection. Now this was a recommendation from one of my subscribers. This is more kind of freestyle, synth pop, kind of house. And I love this group because they had another song I love a whole lot. This is New Shoes. This is called Time Will Tell. Frankie Knuckles remix on here. I think it came out in 92. Yeah, 92 on the Atlantic. And it's got a hype sticker and still has the shrink wrap on it. So picked it up for a very good price. Off to another record that I got. Now I got 3 records by this artist. The Twins. This one was called Ballet Dancer, Criminal Love, and Heaven Your Smile. Let's see what it came. It's off of Hansa Records. Not sure. Germany. Yeah, this is out of Germany. This is Hansa Records. A good addition to my collection. Now I have 3 records by the Twins in my collection. So as soon as I seen it, I picked it up. Kind of a blind buy on this one. It seemed like it was kind of rare. More of the electro, hip-hop, bass music genre. This is Urchin Jerk. And it has the hype sticker on there. And I think the title is called Urchin Jerk. It's off of Chantal Records. There you go. So, not a bad price. I kind of picked it up, kind of a blind buy. I haven't listened to it yet, but I will. This one right here, I had this on a CD. And also, they had 3 of these records in all the bins. So, of course, I'm going to pick the best one. So, I thought this one was the best record label. This is Tintin. This is Stephen Tintin Duffy. This is called Kiss Me. Really good synth pop. Came out 85. And there you go. Very good artwork on the cover. Not sure if it's a U.S. pressing. Yep. Come out of the U.S. Now, the next one is a very popular, vintage, old school electro bass music. And I had the reissue on Pandisc, and I always wanted to get the one off of Music Specialist. And here we go. I could not believe this was sitting in there. Freestyle, Don't Stop the Rock. Music Specialist on the gray label. So that was an easy pickup for me. More of a VG Plus, but it sounds real good. After I clean it, I got some cleaning solution coming in, so I'm going to clean it very well. And I know it's going to boom like no other song. Next one is my want list item. And I always want to get this because I love the CD, but I always want to get the album. So being a collector, I like to get the original LPs. So here we go with the Shaman. This is Intact. I think it came out in 91 or 90. Full of hits. Move Any Mountain, Progen. It has Light Span. It has Make You Mine. Really good song. Real acid house, techno, Euro house. Really good. I think it's actually 2 records in one. So that was a really good pickup. Going over to breakbeat. I got a lot of breakbeat records, 12-inch singles in my collection. There's like maybe 3 or 4 that I like to get that I've never had before, and I couldn't believe this was sitting in the bin. DJ Icy. This is the original DJ Icy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and the Function on here. So really good, man. Off of Zone Records. This is a really popular song when DJ Icy came out, and this came out in 96. So out of Orlando, the Funk Factory, Orlando, Florida. DJ Icy. Good stuff right there. Love this song. I got a couple copies of this song, but one of them, it's got a lot of scratches on it, and one of them I got sealed. So I thought it was worthy to pick up another one. Chanalang, Soviet Snow. Outstanding record. I think it came out 87. I think it's 87 this one came out. I don't see it. If I remember correctly, this came out in 87. Really good synth pop. Really good music. I think she's out of Australia. Another good new beat song, and this was actually featured on the album or the CD called This Is the New Beat. And when I seen it, I just loved the cover. Grew up with the song. Came out in 89. We got Pick a Number. This is groovy. Really good new beat music right there. Took a chance. This is a blind buy, but really loved the album cover. The price was just right. I've heard of the artist, but I haven't heard this song before. This is the Beat of the Street, Gordy's Groove by the Choice MCs. Look at all them boom boxes on there. Man, just to pick it up for the covers, just vintage, old school. Came out in 85. This is off of Tommy Boy Music. There we go. Choice MCs. Another record album with a boombox on the front is actually a 12-inch single from a group I really love a lot. The name of the group is Big Audio Dynamite. And this one's called Turn On Your Radio, Just Play Music. Look at that. Amazing. That looks like the JVC 70 series boombox on there. Look at the back. There you can see all your boys from the group. So this is a really good pickup. Big Audio Dynamite. Just Play Music. Probably my favorite eurythmic songs of all time. And this is actually a promo white label copy. 83 or 84 this came out. Here Comes the Rain Again. Just awesome. I just love this song a whole lot. It's got a couple different versions on here. Another one. This was not on my want list, but it has a song that I really like a lot. Mr. Howard Jones. This is the 12-inch album. You see the 12-inch measuring tape. And on here it has some really good hits. Got some new song. Actually has a new version. What is Love? That's the one I want to get. They got the extended version. Here's another one I want to get. Like to Get to Know You Well. It's a good song. International mix. So look, you got 1, 2, 3 huge synth pop hits from back in the 80s. And Mr. Howard Jones delivered it to us right there. Love this, man. The 12-inch album. Going over to some Miami bass music. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some Stetsasonic featuring the Force MDs. This is Float On. But the big bang song on here is Miami Bass. Such a good song. Really good bass thumping music. I never knew this record was in there after I looked through all the bins. This Vinyl Heaven is huge. They got so much music. And so I dropped down and I looked in the bottom bins and it had a bunch of 12-inch singles that I didn't see. They got 12-inch singles, probably about 6 or 7 bins across, you know, double up. And then underneath they had some more 12-inch singles. So very happy to pick that one up. You ever heard of a group, The? Here we go with Infected. Their album covers are outrageous. I like the artwork they put on their covers. This Is the Day was the one on my want list. There's another one plus this one, Infected. So I picked this one up. It's a really good song. I didn't have any of The in my collection, but now I do. There you go. And some more Miami bass. And I didn't have this one. I got all their stuff. We're talking about the 2 Live Crew. Here I got Ghetto Bass. Throw the D and Ghetto Bass off of Luke Skywalker Records. Came out in 86. So everybody remembers that one. They had a movie back in, let's see when it was, 83, maybe 84. It was called The Neverending Story. I've been trying to get that 12-inch for a long time. But the artist, it was in the bargain bin. I had to pick it up. If the price was right, Lamal. Don't Suppose includes The Neverending Story. Just had to get it. So there it is. Haven't listened to it yet. Yeah, because when I was listening to a lot of these records, it kind of ran out of time. So, you know, kind of just looking at the condition of the vinyl, the condition of the jacket, and I kind of put it up to the light just to make sure it's not warped, and I just grabbed it. Here's another one that's kind of been in and out of my want list, and when I go to Discogs, I try to put everything in my cart on different sellers. I try to buy a lot of records from one seller. So I had this one. This one's called Data. There's 2 really good songs on here called Stop and Blow. It's off of Sire and Kiosk Records. I think it's a U.S. pressing. Came out 85. There you go. Good synth pop, kind of electronic. Can't remember the actual YouTube vinyl community that he showed this on one of his videos, and I got a lot of their stuff, but I never had this record. So the price was right. I had to pick it up. Red Flag, Broken Heart. And I don't think this is the one on the red vinyl. I know they got some on the red vinyl. This is actually on the black vinyl. Here we go with Red Flag. Let's see when that came out. I know a lot of this stuff came out in the late 80s. 88. Yep, came out in 88. There we go with Broken Heart. Got a couple more. I have this group in my collection, but I don't have this song. I have their other one. The name of the group is The Dance Society. And the name of the song is Say It Again. Real good. Kind of goth rock, kind of alternative. It's real good. Came out in 85. So there we go with The Dance Society. Say It Again. The last record, and this was a recommendation for a couple subscribers. So when I seen it, I just had to pick it up. Real Life, Got Tonight. So finally got that one on 12-inch single. Yeah, just boosting up my Real Life collection. I got to get a couple more. That does it for Vinyl Heaven on my journey to the Houston area. This is south of Pasadena in Dickinson. Please check it out if you're ever in the area. If you're going towards Galveston, take it right off 45 off the freeway. And it's less than a mile, and you'll be there. You'll be very surprised. So I want to thank everybody again. I'm going to make another trip to Houston and hopefully have a part 3 coming to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your dedication to my channel.